All right, here we go. It's recording. A bit. Okay, fantastic. طيب, let's share the screen, you guys. صبايا الأونلاين شايفين السكرين؟
Yes.
Good. All right, you guys. So this is part 2 of Unit 4, Translating Scientific Terminologies. Okay, let's start. Okay, so we have some translation strategies that we can use in order to translate scientific texts. Okay, those are there are two main or major strategies, what we call semantic translation and communicative translation. Type. What is semantic? Forget what's written here. From the word semantic. Exactly. It's the word, it's translating the word itself. Okay? Type. What are its characteristics? They are form focused. What does it mean, form focused? Exactly. It focuses on the form of the source text word. Okay? Type. Source oriented. What does source oriented mean? If it focuses on the source text, what does source focus mean? It means that it is faithful to the source text. Okay? It is faithful to the source text. That's why it's source oriented, not target oriented. Okay? It is source oriented. That's the semantic translation strategy. What about the communicative translation strategy? What does communicative mean? Where does it come from? Which verb? To communicate. Okay, so what does communication mean? The word communication, what does it mean? To send and receive messages, okay? Between two or more media outlet or persons, okay? So this is to communicate a message. Type. What are the characteristics of communicative translation? They are effect focused. يعني effect focused. Exactly. The purpose of the communicative translation is the end results, okay? Is what we need to communicate. And it is reader-oriented. What does it mean, reader-oriented? If this is source-oriented, this is? What is the opposite of source-oriented? Target oriented, you guys. صحصحوا من شان الله. I know it's early, بس برضه صحصحوا. If this is source oriented, then this is target oriented. Okay? The focus of the communicative translation is to send a message, to communicate a message to the target audience. All right? Let's go deeper into both strategies. So the first strategy belongs to Newmark. Remember this name, okay? Newmark semantic translation. That in detail, it focuses on replicating the source text, okay, form in the target language setting. All right, so its focus is to replicate, to copy, okay, the source text into the target text. This is a formal correspondence. يعني formal correspondence, it's literal translation, okay? Between the source text and the target text. It is used in genres that are source text biased. يعني biased. يعني biased that prefer the source text, okay, that prefers the original text rather than the target text, that focus on the source text, okay? It renders the meaning of the source text according to the syntactic and semantic. يعني syntactic, the structure, the grammar, okay? And semantic, the form of the word, okay? Characteristic of the target language. صحيح, it focuses on the source text and it likes the source text better than the target text, but also it changes its form a little bit to match the target text structure and semantics, okay? It is all author-centered. يعني author-centered how الكاتب النص الأصلي, okay? The source text original writer, all right? It is faithful, all right? And more literal and informative. هلا, being literal doesn't mean that it should not be syntactically or semantically correct, okay? يعني ذهب الولد إلى المدرسة أو the boy went to school. ما كتبنا الولد ذهب إلى المدرسة. The boy went to school. كتبنا ذهب الولد إلى المدرسة. Okay? So we changed the position of the verb and the subject to match the syntactic of the Arabic language. All right? That is what being more literal means. Okay? If it was like a strict literal orientation, like word for word orientation, we would say الولد ذهب إلى المدرسة, which soundly it's not correct in Arabic. Okay? So, it can be divided into three main levels. It can be divided on the phonetic level. Okay, يعني phonetic صوتي. So we write using transliteration. What does transliteration mean? To use the English or the Arabic letters for the word, okay? Like telephone, تليفون. استخدام الحروف العربية Arabicization. استخدام الحروف العربية لكتابة الكلمة الأجنبية. أوكي؟ morphological. شو يعني morphological؟ شكل الكلمة the form. أوكي؟ زي التصريف زي هاي الأمور. On we use the calc or what we call also loan. Okay? مش transliteration, we use loan. And at the level of the lexis اللي هي الكلمة. Okay? What we call gloss translation or true equivalence اللي هي الترجمة natural الطبيعية يلي بنسويها. Not transliteration, not borrowing, ولكن natural translation. Okay? Let's see each one. The first one is the phonetic level. Okay, and what we also call transliteration. So what is transliteration? It is a word taken from a language into another language's alphabet. Okay, frequently used in scientific translation. For example, ya Malak, cholesterol in English. How do you write it in Arabic? You use the Arabic alphabet to write the sound of the word. Okay? Virus. Genomes. Okay? However, تذكروا, do you remember in the other part when we talked about the purists and modernists? Okay? However, some linguists say that transliteration does not enrich. يعني enrich. أيوة لا تثري. Okay? Arabic vocabulary. All right? It doesn't give Arabic a way to develop. All right? It doesn't give it well in terms of vocabulary. Those are what? The purest side of the language, of translation. Okay? That. Some phonetic and morphological changes اللي هي تصريف الكلام are applied to foreign terms. ليش؟ حكينا إنه لازم even if it's literal we need to provide something that is structurally correct in the Arabic language. That's why we make some changes. All right? So, transliteration, what are its characteristics? It preserves the sound pattern, okay? It follows the phonetic rule of the other language. Here we're talking about the Arabic language. They are often naturalized. Naturalized, made more natural to the ear of the Arabic reader, okay? To assimilate the structure of the target language by adding some affixes. Affixes are prefixes and suffixes اللي هي مقاطع الكلمات التي تركب على الكلمة الأساس يا إما أولها يا إما في نهايتها without changing the root. Example. Technology. Technologia. إذا وين البريف شو اسمه suffix؟ إيكال. أوكي؟ technological. technology. شايفين حكينا إنه follows the target language phonetic rules. أوكي؟ بعدين تكنولوجيا. سو صرفنا مش حكينا المورفولوجي والفونتيك بتتغير شوي عشان تواكب اللغة العربية. غيرنا في النهايات بحسب إذا كانت اسم، إذا كانت صفة، إذا كانت مفعول به. أوكي؟ غيرناها تباعا لقواعد اللغة العربية. We change it according to the Arabic structure and grammatical system. Okay? What are the advantages of transliteration, you guys? It is internationally recognized. شو يعني recognized? known. معترف فيها دوليا. Okay? Technical precision. ليش technical precision? Why is it to the point? It's precise. Formal. Because it's a formal language and because there is no other equivalent yet in the Arabic language. Okay? It uses scientific standardization. Okay? It gives scientific vocabulary some standards for translators to follow. They will not need to go and search hours and hours to look for an equivalent. Okay, they are already standardized. يعني تكنولوجيا already موجودة, already معتمدة, محطوطة. So the translator will not waste time going to find some alternative equivalent. Okay, it is an easy adoption since science develops rapidly. Okay, since the translation of the scientific words takes time in order to be accepted. We use transliteration because it is easily adopted or received. Okay? Type, what are the disadvantages of transliteration. Meaning opacity. يعني it's not very clear. Okay? يعني when we transliterate a word that is originally from the English language into the Arabic language, it's not clear what it actually means because we're only transliterating it. Okay, we're not giving it a meaning. Okay, there is a cultural disconnect between the meaning, the original meaning that is known in the English language and what we transliterate in the Arabic language, because there is opacity, there is obscurity in the meaning. Okay, language dependency, as purists said, it doesn't enrich the Arabic language. So the Arabic language has to depend on the English language to get these words, okay? And comprehension issues, because it's obscure, because it's not clear, we can't understand them very well, okay? So yes, we are transliterating a word that we don't have, but at the same time, when we read it in Arabic, it doesn't make sense because it doesn't give us a meaning. Exactly. Okay? Right. We saw the phonetic side or the phonetic level of the semantic translation. Now we will talk about the morphological side, اللي هو علم التصريف. Okay? And this one is, we also call it calque, okay? Or loan or borrowing, all right? So it is translating a phrase or a word by directly transferring its elements, morphemes, تصريفهم, okay? Into the target language, keeping the source language structure and form. We're still keeping the source language structure and form, okay? Calque refers to a type of loan translation where elements of a foreign expression are translated literally. احنا لساتنا بنحكي على semantic. So whether it's phonetic, morphological, or the third one, it will always be a literal translation with some tweaks or changes into the Arabic or the target language system. Okay? Example. Fingernail. ضفر الإصبع. So what did they do? They divided the words into two, finger and nail. So when they translated it, they put إصبع, finger, ضفر, sorry, finger, إصبع, nail. Okay? Skyscraper. Okay, so skyscraper in English is cloud eater. Okay, or cloud piercer. All right, so that's why they took it not hit sahab. All right, database. قاعدة بيانات. Data بيانات. Base قاعدة. Internet. شبكة الإنترنت. So inter is internet وnet is شبكة. Okay? Some calque words are not natural. All right? They don't stem from يعني كيف هون فكرنا شوي طورنا شوي حطينا الاسمين من الكلمة. Okay? Some calque cannot, when you hear them, you see or you think that, oh my God, what's that? I can't understand it. It's not natural. Okay? And might not be immediately understood by all speakers of Arabic. Like for example, FaceTime شو ترجموها؟ زمكان. Okay? زمن ومكان سوا. زمكان. Electromagnetic كهرومغناطيسي. Okay? Now what does it mean? It doesn't sound natural. All right? So it's either كهرباء or it's either magnetic. بس كهرومغناطيسي سوا. Okay? The last one is the lexical level, which we call gloss translation. شوقنا صح؟ إيه؟ Okay. طيب. Gloss translation, or what we call the natural translation element, okay? Sorry. It refers to lexicalizing equivalent words in the target language. يعني lexicalizing equivalent word to give actual Arabic words a translation meaning, okay? It helps produce words as literally and meaningfully as possible to the content and form of the source text. We're still in the semantic. We're still talking about literal translation, okay? It is much more preferable in some author-oriented scientific texts. شو حكينا author-oriented? The target is the author, is the source text, it's not the target text, okay, or the target audience. It aims at rendering the terms and concepts into the Arabic language by translating the lexicon. Lexicon اللي هي lexis اللي هي الكلمة. Okay? It receives much acceptance in some scientific texts. مقبولة أكثر من الاثنين اللي قبلهم في الإطار العلمي. Okay? Like what? Radiation. Radiation. So, إشعاع is an Arabic word that was taken and given to radiation as its translation. Okay? جاذبية, same, an Arabic word that was given as a translation to gravity. Velocity, سرعة. Yes, سرعة يعني كيف بالفيزيكس. اوكي السرعة بالاتجاهات كيف بتقيس السرعة مع الجاذبية ما بعرف شو فيزياء. ضغط. Okay. So this is a little bit more or clearer than the first two. It gives a meaning, exactly. Right. What are the features of the gloss translation? It is meaning focus. Okay, it gives us finally the meaning. Dictionary equivalence. So this one is already part of the dictionary in the target language, in, for example, the Arabic dictionaries, okay? So it is validated. معطينها check. موثقة. Exactly. Semantic accuracy, it gives us a good, a clear or accurate word meaning, okay? And concept transfer, it can be transferred or used in other places in the scientific texts, okay? طيب هلا احنا شو خلصنا؟ السيمانتك ترانسليشن ستراتيجي حكينا فيها فونيتك، حكينا فيها مورفولوجيكال، وحكينا فيها اخر وحده اللي هي اللكسيكال. اوكي؟ هدول الثلاثه they belong to the semantic translation strategy. Now we will talk about Newmark's communicative translation strategy. Okay? What is it? It aims at influencing the reader. The purpose of any communication is to send and receive message, and at the same time, it's to what? To influence the reader, okay? It is reader-centered and effect-oriented. الهدف الأساسي تبعها مين؟ الtarget audience. That's its primary goal. It uses natural expressions, while it is called the principle of equivalent effect. ليش effect? Because it affects the meaning in the target audience. Okay? Focusing and making the target language reader understand the source language author codes. Used in genres that are communicative in nature, like newspaper, like textbooks, public announcements. Okay? Like example, yeah, Fatma. Can you read that? Fatma, are you with me?
Yes.
Can you read the example, please?
blood pressure ضغط الدم.
Blood pressure, ضغط الدم.
heart attack
Heart attack.
heart attack نوبة قلبية. side effects آثار جانبية.
آثار جانبية.
و common cold زكام.
Common cold زكام. So these are Arabic scientific words that are approved, that purpose is to let the reader understand what is happening, okay? Or what we mean by these words. So that's it for the communicative. هذا البيربس تبعها, okay? So what's the difference between semantic and communicative translation strategy? Semantic translation focuses on the original form property, or formal property, structure, and lexis. Okay? Semantic translation aims to render the semantic and syntactic structure of the original. يعني بالاختصار هدف السيمانتيك انه يحافظ على source language, word or phrase or text. Okay? هذا هدف. Exactly. It is biased to the source language. بينحني أكثر للsource language text. On the other hand, the communicative translation does not adhere to the source language text. ليش؟ لأنه هدفها في النهاية مش الأوريجينال text، هدفها توصل المعلومة للتارجت text. Communicative translation attempts to eliminate any foreign existence. يعني هدفها إنه تشيل كل ما هو مش معروف، كل ما هو أجنبي. Okay? To eliminate any foreign existence and to look natural. A smooth translation. Okay? Communicative translation attempts to produce on its reader an effect close to that of the original. يعني كيف لما احنا نكتب باللغة الإنجليزية شغلة وأهل اللغة بيفهموها, same should be done with the communicative translation strategy. When we come to translate a text in Arabic, it should be as original as the original one, so that the audience, the target audience, can understand it smoothly. Smoothly, okay? So this is the source oriented, this is target oriented. Okay, that's the main difference between both. Strategy selection factors consideration. What do we choose? Do we choose the semantic translation strategy, or do we use the communicative translation strategy? Okay? It depends. It depends on what? It depends on the text type. Am I doing a research paper, a technical manual, a popular science, an academic text? Okay? It depends which text I am going to translate. I need to weigh the pros and cons of both and see which strategy is better to use. Okay? It depends on the audience. Am I talking to professionals? Am I talking to students? Am I talking to the general public? Okay? Or specialists? So I need to use the proper lexis, okay? اللي هي الكلمات, the vocabulary terms and jargon that best suit each target. Okay? Is it about the purpose Okay, when I choose between both translations, is it for information transfer? Is it for technical instruction? Is it for knowledge sharing? يعني this will be more technical and more advanced than when I use this, or public awareness. I need to use less professional words, for example, words that the public can understand. Okay? Or the last thing, is it about the context? Okay, الفحوى. مش الهدف الأخير like purpose. الفحوى. Okay? Is it field specific? Am I talking about a certain field, a specific field? Okay? Is it at a technical level that I need to translate the text? Is it about the usage? How do I use the thing that I want to translate? Okay? It depends on, it tell me how to translate it. Cultural setting. زي ما حكينا when we talk about cloning, الاستنساخ, and I want to translate it into Arabic, do I translate it? You say no, I say maybe. I can translate it. I can omit a few things, okay? I can put a disclaimer, like although I'm not in board with this statement, however, what the science has reached in these days is 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Personal. It's not personal, exactly. عشان هيك they tell you that the translator should not be biased. يعني لا يجب على المترجم أن ينحاز إلى طرف معين، أوكي؟ أو إلى فكرة معينة. The translator should be impartial, okay? So it's up to him or her if they want to translate it or not. But if they translate it, they are not allowed to put their own judgment. Okay? They have to be impartial. But when do we use these strategies together? هذيك كانت, which one do we choose? Okay? This one is, when do we choose these together? When we have complex concepts, we can switch between both strategies, okay, wherever allowed. When we have new terminologies, first we can start with the semantic translation of transliteration, for example, and then we can go and find an actual Arabic word that could be an equivalent to this new term. Okay? Cultural adaptation. We have to take into consideration the culture and adapt the text according to the culture. Technical explanation we have to give, even if we use semantic translation and we give it a transliteration, at least we have to give some explanation. Okay? Yalla ya Anhar, can you read the example? Anhar? Anhar, are you with us? Hi, Manar, can you read the example, please? Oh boy, yalla ya Malak. The term nanotechnology. Nanotechnology. Can be both transliterated nanotechnology and given as an explanation the قضية المواد المتناهية في الصغر. So we can use both technologies. We can transliterate the word nanotechnology into the Arabic alphabet, nanotechnologia, and also giving it a communicative translation, which is an explanation, وهي تقنية المواد متناهية الصغر. Okay? For people to understand what nanotechnology is. يعني لو جيت ترجمت في نص In nanotechnology, we found that nanotechnology has split, blah, blah, blah. What is nanotechnology? We still don't know what is nanotechnology. Okay, so it needs an explanation. Exactly. Right. Challenges, our challenge areas in translating scientific texts. Where are they? As usual, they are found in the neologisms, in the new terms. Why? Because we still, in Arabic, don't have the perfect equivalent for these terms. Cultural concepts, as I said, when I want to translate some culturally sensitive texts, okay, I have to stop and think about that. Technical precision, if I translate it into this word, is it technically correct? Will the people understand this translation, or this technical translation? And register maintenance. يعني register أخذناها. register الريجستر معناها الريجستر هي It is the virtual place where we put all the jargon, all the vocabulary of one specific field. Okay? Yani in sports, the register of sports are those words like goal, like goalkeeper, like referee, like long range shot. Exactly. It's a storage space where you put all the new words and vocabulary and terminology of a specific field. Okay? Keep this word in mind. Now, why does the Arabic language use loan words or borrowing? Yeah. Because of two factors. Because of globalization, since it helps transfer terminology, because there is a rapid development in science and technology, okay, that Arabic cannot keep up with, okay. حكيت لكم في الزمانات that in order to accept a word or a translated word into the Arabic registry, okay, there should be, or there is a big committee that convenes every few years to check every new word and its translation that need to be entered in the dictionary of the Arabic language, okay? So it takes time to accept new words. And because nations need translation. Why? For transfer of knowledge between nations, okay? To keep up to date with the new innovations and new changes in this world. And the second one is transliteration is easier than gloss translation or communicative translation, because we said these two need time to be accepted. Okay? Solutions. There are some solutions to the difficulties in translating scientific texts. And these are by doing research a lot. Yani when a translator doesn't have standardized words, okay, that are accepted, he or she needs to go and search for these terms, how to translate them correctly, okay? They can also consult experts in these situations, okay, through experts networks, or they can also go to reference tools like dictionaries, terms banks, scientific journals, CAT tools, okay, machine translation tools, okay. And at the end, they need to do what is called a quality check, okay, to check for accuracy, consistency, validity, and all feedbacks taken from other people, all right? In order to be sure 100% that what they translated is correct and accepted, okay? With this, we're done with Unit 4, Part 2, all right, of this text. Now, we will talk a little bit about the activity, the second activity that you will need to do. And this is called, it's easy, you guys. You will get 30% of your grade like this, okay? It's technical terminology and contextual translation, okay? So you will be given a Word document with 2 exercises in it. The first one, or part 1, is a terminology match. Okay, you have some terminologies in English and their translation in Arabic, so you just have to match them. Already 10 points there for you. Okay, and then when you match these terminology, you will use them in your translation of the text that holds the same terminology. So you will be given in part 2 a text that has the English terminology, okay? And when you translate them, you use their Arabic equivalent already given to you. And you translate the whole text, okay? So you have 1 week to do that until Tuesday, the 3rd of December, okay? On the Word format, the same file that I sent you. Do the give the response there, the answer there, and send it through the portal. مش النشاطات البوابة الأكاديمية تبعيكم زي دايما، اوكي؟ 3/12 هون في غلطة. اوكي هلا بنظبطها، استنوا انتوا واقفين هون يلا عشان ما تقولوش ان الاستاذ سلافة نسيتها. هيها اوكي، يعني بالعربي عشان برضو ما حدا يرجع يسألني. حيكون عندكم سؤال من جزئين. الجزء الأول فيه كلمات باللغة الإنجليزية وفي كلمات باللغة أو مرادفاتها باللغة العربية، بدكم تنقوا الجواب أو تربطوهم مع بعض، أوكي؟ في جدول صغير كيف بالامتحان ABCD هيك، أوكي؟ بعدين الجزء الثاني هو نص موجود فيه الكلمات الأساسية الإنجليزية اللي في الجزء الأول. بدكم لما تترجموا النص بتستخدموا الترجمات يلي اوريدي معطينكم اياها لما تترجموا هاي الكلمات اللي موجوده في النص في الجزء الثاني، اوكي؟ وبتبعتوا النشاط على البوابه الاكاديميه في اقصى حد اسبوع 3/12، اوكي؟ تمام يا صبايا اللي معي اونلاين؟
تمام.
All right, at this time. Okay, we still have time. Good job. Okay, let's do some translation. Yalla ya sabah. This time, each one alone. Okay? Yalla. Etiology of cancer. Cancer arises from the accumulation of genetic mutations. أخذناهم قبل هيك يا دولة. And the alteration in cellular processes. Alteration means changes. Mutations mean برضو, it means changes, but they have separate Arabic equivalents. Okay? Mutations can be caused by external factors, such as exposure to carcinogens, those things that have cancer cells in them. Okay, carcinogens are those things that have cancer cells, like tobacco and ultraviolet radiations. Okay, like light radiation, sun radiation, okay? Or internal factors like genetic predisposition. Predisposition means that you have the qualities to change or to get something. Okay, you have the pre-qualities to have something done to you. Understanding the role of these factors is crucial in cancer prevention. Prevention means that you stop these things. Okay? All right. Go ahead and translate these 3 sentences. Etiology, you guys, as we took it last time, is the science of the disease's causes. Accumulation is to pack up. Genetic mutations are abnormal changes. تذكروا شو يعني abnormal؟ شو يعني normal؟ عكسها abnormal. Alteration is also changes, but it's different from mutation. Cellular من أي كلمة جاي؟ cell. Okay? Please do not use your phones or internet to translate. Carcinogens اللي هي cancer materials أو things. Okay? Predisposition is like readiness. Okay? Prevention is when you stop something from happening. ترشموهم مرة واحدة. هلا إذا ما خلصتوا بنحكي وين وصلتوا، بعدين بعطيكم وقت تكملوا. خلصتوا الأولى والثانية؟ طيب جو on خلصوا الثانية، وبعد تعطوني الترجمة وبعدين بتعملوا الثالثة. صبايا اللي معي اونلاين اللي بدها تعطي جواب ترفع ايدها. يلا one more minute. اي واحد position readiness. اوكي يلا يلا يا فاطمة.
مسببات السرطان أو أسباب السرطان. ينشأ السرطان نتيجة لتراكم الطفرات الجينية والتغييرات التي تحدث في العمليات الخلوية. أكمله جميعه؟
أوكي، أنا خليكي. أول شيء قلت مسببات السرطان. أوكي، it could be yes, not bad. يلا يا ملا. Okay. This is more accurate. علم دراسة مسببات السرطان. ينشأ السرطان من خلال الترجمة يعني ممكن مش مشكلة احكيها it's fine. ينشأ السرطان من خلال تفاقم التغيرات الغير طبيعية في الجينات بالإضافة إلى التغيرات في نمو الخلايا. Okay, it's more literal than what Fatma said. Okay. دراسة مسببات مرض السرطان. يظهر مرض السرطان من تفاقم جينات سرطانية. من تفاقم جينات سرطانية غير طبيعية. وتغيرات في عمليات نمو الخلية. وتغيرات في عمليات نمو الخلية. أوكي. يعني لو أعطيتكم وقت زيادة كنت نقحتوا العملية. alright. أعطيني اللي بعدها. اللي بعدها. قد تكون سبب التغيرات غير الطبيعية عوامل خارجية مثل انتشار المواد المسرطنة. انتشار is not exposure ولكن هلا بنشوف شو حطيته. اوكي، مثل مين كمل الترجمة؟ توسع الجذوع السرطانية such a complex trait. اوكي، تعرض exposure is تعرض. لا ليش اسمه التعرض للمواد سرطانية. مواد سرطانية يا جماعة. It's cancer materials or things. أشياء سرطانية أو مواد سرطانية مسرطنة. مواد مسرطنة. مثل تبغ السيجارة. تبغ السيجارة. اوكي كمان اسمها ما توباكو تبغ. اوكي بنفس الشيء. أو عوامل داخلية مثل predisposition. genetic predisposition يعني already أنت معرض للتغيرات الجينية. يعني جسمك حامل معرض لأنه يتغير جينيا. أوكي؟ يعني عندك يعني احنا بتعرفوا انه كل بني ادم على كوكب الارض بيحمل خلايا سرطانيه في جسمه كامله. اوكي، هلا اللي بيصير عندهم سرطان بتتحرك هاي الخلايا السرطانيه في جسمهم لسبب ما بيصير عندهم سرطان. ولكن كل بني ادمين الكره الارضيه they are predisposition genetically جينيا عندهم القابلية إنهم يتعرضوا للسرطان. يس. فاطمة كنت بدك تحكي الجملة الثانية احكيها.
يمكن أن تحدث الطفرات نتيجة لعوامل خارجية مثل التعرض.
أوكي طفرات mutation you guys is طفرات. أوكي.
مثل التعرض.
عوامل خارجية
مثل التعرض لمواد مسرطنة مثل التبغ والأشعة فوق البنفسجية، أو زي ما حكينا عوامل داخلية مثل اللي هو يعني إشي وراثي.
أيوة. لا البريدisposition مش انه شيء وراثي، لانه مثلا الخلايا السرطانيه موجوده عند كل بني ادمين الارض، اوكي؟ فهي القابليه الجينيه ل شو اسمه للمرض، اوكي؟ alright يلا take 1 minute for the last part. Understanding the role of these factors is crucial in cancer prevention. Go on for the 1 minute. يلا لفهم هذه العوامل الحاسمة المهمة. ايش الحاسمة؟ مهمة تفهم، اوكي؟ It's important. مهم لمنع من السرطان. يس فاطمة.
إن فهم دور هذه العوامل أمر مهم للوقاية من السرطان.
ليه؟
للوقاية من السرطان.
للوقاية من السرطان، للحد من السرطان، لكبت السرطان أو للصد ضد مرض السرطان. All right, very nicely put, you guys. Whoops. أمحي اللي كتبناه. اوكي. ينشأ السرطان نتيجة تراكم التحورات الجينية، اوكي؟ والتغيرات في العمليات الخلوية. يمكن أن تكون التحورات ناتجة عن عوامل خارجية مثل التعرض لمسببات السرطان مثل التدخين والتعرض للإشعاع فوق البنفسجي، أو عوامل داخلية مثل الاستعداد الوراثي. أوكي؟ فهم دور هذه العوامل أمر بالغ الأهمية في الوقاية من السرطان. أوكي. Go on. Cancer pathogenesis. Pathogenesis. طويلة. The pathogenesis of cancer involves the progression is increased of normal cells to pre-cancerous, before cancer cells, and ultimately malignant transformation, malignant bad. Cellular mechanisms that regulate growth and differentiation are disrupted, leading to uncontrolled proliferation. I will give you the English equivalent in a bit. Moreover, cancer cells can evade the body's immune system, allowing them to thrive and spread. Let's take it one at a time. Think about it. Pathogenesis are causes of diseases. Okay? Do the first one. اوكي خلصتوا الاولى. alrighty يلا هاتوا نشوف. يلا يا ملك.
أسباب نشوء السرطان. ضمن أسباب نشوء السرطان الزيادة في الخلايا الطبيعية إلى الخلايا الغير أو إلى الخلايا الغير سرطانية.
ما pre-cancerous ما قبل
إلى ما قبل
سرطانية.
وفي النهاية التغير الغير
malignant transformation إلى تحور السيء للخلية. اوكي، تحور شو اسمه، تغيير نمط الخلية. اوكي، alright. شو عملتوا غير ياس؟ الخلايا الطبيعية إلى خلايا ما قبل سرطانية،
وفي النهاية إلى تحورات سيئة.
وفي النهاية إلى تحورات سيئة غير محمودة. أوكي، حدا من الأونلاين عنده أي تعليق على الترجمة الأولى؟ أو عنده أي ترجمة للأولى؟ No؟ أوكي. طيب الثانية take 1 minute 2 minutes يلا. طيب regulate means to control. Okay, differentiation is what makes it different from other things. Disrupt is to stop. Okay, and uncontrolled جاي من أي كلمة؟ control. شو يعني control؟ سيطرة. Uncontrolled is the opposite. Okay, proliferation means reproduction. To produce, to reproduce. Okay. Or بالأحرى disruptive is stop the flow, okay, of something. ليه؟ كله مشروع يمشي على
بسيطة. بس
وين الفاعل؟ وين الفاعل؟ Go on from there. Okay, one more minute. يلا. وين الفعل؟ disrupted. بلشوا بالفعل. شو يعني disrupted؟ بالعربي شو يعني disrupted؟ شو يعني stop بالعربي؟ توقف. تتوقف ايش؟ آلية الخلايا ميكانيزم. عمل الخلية يتوقف عمل الخلية. ما لها الخلية شو بتساوي؟ التي تنظم النمو والتغيرات.
أول كلمة بعد فعل
ليه؟ وهي تتوقف أو يتوقف عمل الخلية، أوكي؟ التي تتحكم بالنمو والتغيرات. مالها؟ شو بتسبب؟ شو بتنتج عنها؟ وتؤدي إلى عدم التحكم بإنتاج الخلايا. أوكي؟ شو بينتج عنها يعني؟ خلايا السرطانية. Super easy, guys. Now, when you find the subject and the verb, you can go on from there. Okay? Find always the subject and the verb. يعني that regulates growth and differentiation. This is مالها a subordinating conjunction. High additional information that you can get rid of without changing the meaning. Okay? شو بصير؟ cellular mechanisms are disrupted. هاي independent clause, the main clause. Okay? All right, yalla. One more minute for the last part and then we're done. Immune بتعني that what makes you strong. That شو اسمه the thing that makes you strong. Okay? وthrive become stronger. Evade to avoid. يلا اوكي يلا يا ملا.
بالإضافة إلى ذلك يمكن للخلايا السرطانية أن تخترق جهاز الجسم المناعي لتصبح أكثر قوة وانتشارا. أو
بالإضافة إلى ذلك يمكن للخلايا السرطانية أن تخترق النظام
جهاز
المناعي
للجسم
لتصبح كم أعطيني اللي كتبتيه لتصبح أكثر قوة وانتشارا. أوكي يلا يا إيمان.
علاوة على ذلك يمكن للخلايا السرطانية تجاوز الجهاز المناعي للجسم مما يسمح لها بالنمو والانتشار
تجاوز الجهاز المناعي للجسم
مما يسمح لها بالنمو والانتشار
مما يسمح لها بالنمو والانتشار. فاطمة
نفس الشيء تقريبا.
نفس الشيء. صبايا هون عندكم شيء ثاني؟ اوكي. وعلاوة على ذلك يمكن للخلايا السرطانية شو اسمه أن تتفادى النظام المناعي للجسم مما يجعلها تنتعش وتنتشر في الجسم. Alright, so let's see. تطور السرطان يتضمن تطور السرطان تحول الخلايا الطبيعية إلى خلايا ما قبل سرطانية وفي النهاية تؤدي إلى تحول خبيث أو تحور خبيث. يتعذر فيه تنظيم الآليات القلوية التي تسيطر على النمو والتمايز بين الخلايا مما يؤدي إلى التكاثر غير المسيطر عليه. علاوة على ذلك يمكن للخلايا السرطانية تجاوز الجهاز المناعي للجسم مما يسمح لها بالنمو والانتشار. All right, you guys, this is it for today. Please remember the activity. I will send it to you on the group, okay? And thank you for being here today.